in my idea of heaven. I'm with Martin from 70%.com. What is 70%.com?
Well, basically we're an online website. We're a fine chocolate appreciation website. And fine chocolate is any chocolate over 60%, all natural ingredients. But most importantly, it's made with good quality cocoa beans, which have generally come from plantations, where the chocolate maker is making the chocolate directly from cocoa beans. That they've had some involvement in just checking that they're using good varieties, that they're harvesting them properly, that they're processing the beans properly. Most chocolate in the world is made from industrial type traded commodity beans, which are not very good quality, which leave a bad aftertaste in the mouth. They're very bitter at high percentages, which is why most people don't like dark chocolate. But it's just like wine or coffee. If you make fine chocolate with very good beans, which have been well treated, you'll get some lovely, beautiful range of flavours.
What's in most of the chocolate that you find in the shops now, then?
Well, they use a range of ingredients. I think first of all distinguish between what we'd call sort of fine chocolate or real chocolate, and you know the kind of candy bars you buy on the high street, which we really call confectionery, which have their place. You know, it's an energy hit. It's a chocolate flavoured something. We're talking about real chocolate here, just chocolate. The kind of stuff you buy on the high street tends to have vegetable fat added. It's very high in sugar. They may use flavour additives because the real flavourings are too expensive. We made a deal with chocolate which is just the pure beans and sugar, but it's about the quality of the beans.
Okay, so it's about knowing where you're getting products from as well.
It's definitely about, I think, the source of your food. But with these kind of chocolate makers that we're promoting and selling, they've been to the plantation, they've talked to the growers, they've looked at the trees, they've got a very direct relationship. Most chocolate we buy, it's a world away. Chocolate companies have almost no idea about the growing conditions and how the chocolate's treated.
So would you say, is it then all fair trade or ethical?
Well, I think some chocolate in the world is fair traded. I think there's an awful lot of the industrial kind of chocolate, mainly grown in Africa, is grown in very poor conditions, where there's reports of child slave labour, and also they treat the beans. They don't really know how to treat the beans properly, so the flavour comes out very badly, and they're using bad varieties as well. So fair trade can really help those kind of farmers. But most of the fine chocolate is coming from South America, from Central America, from Madagascar, Indonesia, where generally a much higher price is paid for the beans anyway, perhaps 3 or 4 times the fair trade price anyway. So fair trade is not really set up to deal with quality yet, and that's certainly something we'd like to see change about fair trade.
Right, okay. So, I mean, is this the actual bean then? I'm holding a bean.
Well, this is a cocoa bean, and my lovely assistant, can we pass that photo? Here we have some dried pods here. Yeah. This is a Madagascar Criollo variety.
Is this the actual size?
No.
I was going to say.
That's more like the real size. But when they're fresh, they're yellow, red, green, with beautiful, beautiful colours. But inside, there's this gooey pulp where the beans are inside here. It's kind of strange, mucousy, sweet-smelling stuff. But this is all scooped out and traditionally put on the ground or maybe in trays, and it's fermented for between 2 and 6 days, depending on the variety, depending on the environment. And after this fermentation, which is a very, very important part of the process, which begins the flavour precursors of chocolate. It's very, very sciencey.
Very technical, yes.
Then when that's finished, what's left is sun-dried, and after it's roasted by the chocolate maker, you end up with the whole beans.
So that's those?
Which is these tiny beans here. Now, for a lot of the chocolate in the world, they don't do this process properly, or maybe not at all. They might even just smoke it, dry it on the road, use a fire made of rubber tyres or something, car tyres, which is why you often get nasty tastes in not such good quality chocolate.
then we ought to try some of this chocolate.
Absolutely, yes.
Right.
Well, we'll begin with, this is from beans from a single plantation in the Dominican Republic. It's called Los Ancanes. It's always good to smell your chocolate
Went
first.
straight in my mouth there. I might have to try another one.
This is quite a complex chocolate, sort of dark notes, but some high fruit notes going on as well. A good chocolate will have a very good length. It's got a nice melt as well, but the aftertaste will be very good.
It's not bitter at all, because I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate for that very reason. It is very bitter.
But the reason most people don't like dark chocolate is it's made with poor quality beans. It'd be like having, over roast poor quality coffee.
Right.
It's the same kind of thing. How was that one?
It was very nice. What's this one though? I want to get on to the rest of the chocolate.
This is from Venezuelan beans. This is Barona Araguani. 72%.
You can really smell the difference.
Yeah.
It's a lot stronger in smell for me.
And it's quite a different colour as well, because this is more of the very fine Criollo variety. So this has more red tones, and this is kind of darker in colour.
Slightly crumblier as well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Different
Technical
maker.
term.
Yeah. Different texture.
That's completely different.
And the melt, cocoa butter, the fat in chocolate melts just below body temperature. So that's why we get this fantastic sensual melt on the tongue.
And I believe you've got a milk chocolate one.
We've got one milk here.
My favourite.
This is a good milk. This is a strong milk. It's 50% cocoa solids. It's made with beans from Madagascar. It's called Mangaro Lei. So this has more cocoa solids than many a dark chocolate that you might buy on the high street.
That's lovely. I love that. So what does your website actually do? Apart from encourage people to eat gorgeous chocolate.
Well, we're a fine chocolate appreciation website. We have several sections. We have a magazine section. We have reviews of the chocolate bars, independent reviews from reviewers around the world.
Yeah.
Just got a few examples here. We have a very active forum, but also we sell the bars online through the post, and we have a monthly club where you can sign up and you get sort of 3 bars a month, new interesting bars, especially made ones, and we send out a magazine, and we have tastings for our members and special events and everything, so it's a whole...
So that's on the subscription, you can just subscribe online.
You can do all of that online.
And read all the reviews.
Yeah, we have something like, we probably have about 200 chocolate bars reviewed now on the line.
Who knew there were so many?
Who knew, exactly.
And they're all proper chocolate bars,
they're all good
not
chocolate.
confectionery.
It's becoming like wine, where there are many different flavours and tones from different plantations, from different environments, different chocolate makers from around the world. I would say, though, there's a lot of copycats coming along who are sticking, their label on.
Yeah.
We got these beans from this country, but really they just bought some industrial chocolate made from beans from that country.
Right, so it's not pure.
No, so you really need to look out for chocolate makers who have a genuine relationship with the plantation.
And I see Equitrade on here.
And this particular one, because chocolate is a commodity, most of it is sold quite cheaply by growing countries to Western countries who then make chocolate with it. So in the case of fair trade, it's great, it helps the farmer, but the producing country still only gets 2 or 3% of the value of a bar. This is a new project called Equitrade, and we actually helped develop this chocolate for this company Malagasy.
Right.
This is actually completely grown, made, produced, packaged. Everything is done in Madagascar, and then at the moment it's been sold in the UK, available in Waitrose even now. So around about 27% of the value goes back to Madagascar.
So they're getting more money.
So they're actually getting more. So it's a very good project that we're very keen to support.
So keep your eyes posted for Equitrade. I want to have some more milk chocolate because I'm very partial to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous.